Am I supposed to press play? Am I supposed to press play, motherfucker? Dual shock level low. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got you, bro. We got you. No, it shouldn't be low. I mean, it's right there. It's right there, my man. It's right there. I'm gonna make smoke real quick. I still have to go to bed early though, you know. I can't fuck this. Hell yeah. Anyway, we see what happens, right? We shall see what happens. Where's my camera? Oh, my camera's around the shoulder. It's very hot. It's very hot. It's really hot up around here. Oh, oh, and yeah, I guess you can do that shit, right? Yeah, I mean, that'll work. I mean, that'll work, right? So, how do I fix that? No, it ain't that one. And I think you have to do that. And oh no, I gotta. No. I gotta put it on the track, right? Then we do that. Then we do that. Then we put a backdrop in there, right? Ah, yeah. Now I get you. Now I get you. Right? We click on that shit. Then back you. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. We're gonna knock that out real quick and just put it right there. Right? That looks pretty okay. Pretty okay. That gonna be an ad. I have a feeling it's gonna be an ad. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. So I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna try it. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Hang on, let me see if I can find that shit. Because normally I get copyright strikes left, right, and center. Which I don't care because I'm not monetized, so it don't bother me. But if you get monetized, you gotta be careful. Because they can take your whole world away. And where would you be? Right? Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, check this out, right? I'm watching this video. I'm watching this video on YouTube, right? And this person that's doing this video, he's like, look at all these, you know, Warzone streamers begging for money. Now, listen to what I'm saying, right? So this guy is bitching about all these Warzone streamers, you know, they're all scam artists, you know, they use aim bots, they pretend to be good, all this shit. Like, look at them. You would think, you know, it would benefit them to beg on the street. That's all they're doing to their fans. They're begging for money left, right, and center. And right before, no, he's like, no, I'm going to talk about these scammers. I'm going to talk about these war zone beggars, you know, that use aim bots and this and that and do it. And then he goes on to say, no, it would really help me out a lot if you could hit that like button. Ain't you doing the same fucking thing, though? I mean, ain't you doing the same fucking thing? You're bitching at people begging for views, begging for comments, you know, begging for whatever, right? And you're doing the exact same fucking thing. Now, have a guess how stupid you sound. Have a guess how stupid you sound. I had to laugh at that shit. And I can tell you his name. I can tell you his name. Something shame, like name and shame or whatever. Like, he's like, look at all these fuck. And he won't show his face. Now, he was invited. He was invited to prove somebody wrong. He's like, I accept your challenge. But you have to throw one in there, so they would not accept the challenge. And that was, check it out. Oh, I accept your challenge. But only if you put $1 million involved. This guy's a fucking retard. This guy's a pure retard. And yeah, I bet you he's one of the biggest cheaters on the planet. I bet you he's one of the biggest fucking cheaters on the planet. And his whole stream is all about cheaters. But I guarantee you, right, he cheats his fucking ass off. I guarantee you. The guy is full of poopy dick. He's full of poopy dick. He's bitching at the same thing he's promoting. They're all just begging for views. That's all they're doing. No, I want to talk about these scumbag streamers begging for views. But before I get into all that, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment in the section below. It really helps me out a lot. Now, if you want to support the channel, join my Patreon, my TikTok, my this, my that. Just another begging retard. Just another fucking hair. Don't fucking follow me, you stalking bitch. Don't follow me. I don't like them stalking type. What's his name? Name and shame or like something shame, right? Yeah, I'll accept your bet, but you have to put $1 million. If I win, I'll delete your YouTube. If you win, you can delete my YouTube. But he had to put that $1 million in there. So now he can say, they never accepted my challenge. They didn't put down the $1 million. That's how retarded this fucking AI generated bullshit is. What a dummy. I mean, what a dummy, right? That's like a that's like a man that has no legs wants to teach me how to walk. Come on, bro. You ain't gonna do shit. Yeah. Whatever your name is, something shame, shame, name and shaming, whatever your name is, right? There's only one word I can think when I hear your name pop up. Now, I don't watch your bullshit anymore. I'll just get past that crap, right? But there's only one word that comes to mind. Hypocrite. Pure fucking hypocrite. Go play some Minecraft or some shit. You might get better luck. I accept your challenge, but put £1 million down. Otherwise, I'm not accepting your challenge. That's defeat right there. That's defeat right there. You got owned. And hell, have a guess who owned you? Yourself. You owned yourself. Bit like McGregor, right? You forfeit before you even enter the ring. But we're all dumb and stupid, right? We get you. What? You and what? No. There's more people around than just us, bro. There's lots of people. The four amigos. I thought it was the five amigos. Wasn't there five? I think there was five. Maybe we should invite Hippie in there. Like. He'd be a great fifth amigo. I could do all his new box. Dude, look. Yeah, look. Now, you have to remember one thing, right? Now, listen to this. Listen to this, right? Now, you have to remember one thing, right? A man that shits in the woods and wipes his own ass with his hand, would you shake that man's hand? Now, think about that. A man that shits in the woods and wipes his own ass with his hand and puts his hand out for your handshake, would you shake his hand? I'd see if I'd kick him in the face real quick. Get that shit away from me, you disgusting animal. Get the fuck away from me, bro. Go wash yourself. Go wash yourself. Don't ask me to touch that. I'm knocking you the fuck out. No, but think about it, right? What happened? What happened? Think about it, right? There's a YouTube channel on YouTube, and now allegedly it's exposing cheaters on Call of Duty. The one that's making the videos is the biggest fucking cheater on the planet. Now, would you be surprised by that? You can't be surprised by human behavior. You can't be surprised, bro. This guy goes around, allegedly exposing people for being cheaters. He's the dude. Number one, he don't show his face, because it fucks up the monotony. And number two, right, if you want him to prove that you're cheating, it's going to cost you $1,000,000. This guy must be like 2 years old. He must be. He got to be like at least 2 years old. Right? And the voice that he uses is AI. It's AI. AI works for him. Come on, bro. Like, what an idiot. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, that Shane guy, Truth or Shame, or whatever the fucking name is, right? He issued you with a challenge. You accepted the challenge. You did. He invited you to his place. He'll open up a brand new PC. I watched the video. He'll open up a brand new PC. You can watch him play the game, and you're like, yeah, I accept your challenge on one condition. You put $1,000,000 down. Now, if he wins, do you gotta give him $1,000,000? Or did you put the $1,000,000 in there so he says, like, well, no, I'm not gonna accept that challenge because, I don't have $1,000,000 to spare. You're a fucking pussy ass bitch. I know you hope your channel gets taken down. Because you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Your whole stream is about exposing people. But now listen, you don't know who knows you. You think nobody knows you? Ain't you that fat guy? I'm not gonna say where you're from, but ain't you that fat guy? Oh yeah, we all know, bro. You're a con artist, bro. You're a con artist. Look at all these streamers begging for subs, begging for donations. Now, it would really help me out a lot if you could hit that like button. Make sure you sub. Join my Patreon. No, it would help me out a lot if you could just hit that like button. Man, you're full of fucking shit. You're full of shit. And there's one word that comes to mind: jealousy. Right there. Fucking jealousy. No me not mean a lot tonight. I kissed the Smurf and I liked it. Yeah, I got a question. I got a question. You know the Smurfs? You got Gargamel, you got Papa Smurf, and you got all the Smurfs. Here's a question. Here's a question. Now, you might not have thought about this question, right? But check out this question, right? Why is there only one female in the Smurfs? Like, there's only one female. That's Smurfette. You know Smurfette? Gargamel's daughter, allegedly. But anyway, how come there's only one female in the Smurfs? I want you to Google that shit. You'll be surprised what you find, right? Yeah, check this out, right? I was lying in bed last night. Now, listen, I'm not a religious man. You know, I'm not, right? But listen, God came down and he spoke to me. Listen, I'm not fucking bullshitting, bro. I was lying in bed. I couldn't sleep, because it was so hot, right? God appeared. He appeared to me, like God himself. Big, long, blonde hair. Looked like your man Erling Holland from Norway, the Norway team. Right? Anyway, this is what he said. He said, Crofty, I have a mission for you. Now, if you believe in God, you will do what he tells you to do. Now, I'm not asking you to do this. God himself is asking you to do this. Now, I feel a bit bad saying this, but what he wants me to have 2 million subscribers. That's his wish. That's his wish. Now, look, come on. You love God, right? You love God. Well, dude, you better make sure you hit that fucking sub button, right? Because that's God's wish. He wants me to have 2 million subs. Now, if you don't like God, well, go against his beliefs. That's that's how stupid people are. Like, they say the most stupidest shit. Oh yeah, my wife is dying of cancer. Please, please donate. She ain't dying of no fucking cancer, bro. Listen, you cannot trust a human being. You just can't do it, bro. You can't do it, and don't do it. And if you do, you're the worst fool. You're the worst fool. Do not trust another living human being on this planet. You can trust a cat to a certain amount. You can trust a dog, a hippo, an elephant, a tiger. You cannot trust a human. Now, this is what they say, right? All humans were made in God's image. And, God must have been a right fucking dickhead. Because all I see is evil everywhere. I don't see no good shit. This God guy must have been a right fucking dick stain, right? Fuck that Mazda 6, waste of money. Who wants to buy a second-hand electric car? Nobody wants to buy that shit. I think the biggest, I think the biggest genius in the history of the world, right, is two people, Elon Musk and Conor McGregor. Now, let's jump on Elon Musk first, right? He makes you buy an electric car for 100K and it's a fire hazard. It might kill you, but you gotta have one. You gotta have one. Now, when it comes to Conor McGregor, he made 30 million pretending to get hurt. Dude, 30 million for 10 seconds. McGregor, regardless of what the truth is, I gotta take my hat off to you, bro. Fuck yeah, you are, you know. That's what makes me feel very confident. Now, folks, do me a favor. Do me a favor, right? If you see my stream, send me a donation so I can get rich off of you. Now, if you ever need my help, go fuck yourself. But I want you to make me rich. I don't care about your fucking goddamn problems. I just want your fucking money. Just give me your money. Donate to me. Crafty, you're awesome. Lick my ass all day, bro. But send me your fucking money. No, no bullshit. Send me your money. Make me very, very rich so I can look down on you. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look down on you because you're a fucking idiot. You're making me rich while you're getting broker and broker. I fucking love that shit. I mean, come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. You join a stream, you go, hey, bro, here's a $20 donation. You know how fucking stupid you are. You think this person cares about you? If they had a choice, save themselves or save you, you think they're gonna save you? Come on, stop being so fucking retarded. Stop being so retarded. We need more smart people in the world, not dumb idiots with too much fucking money and no brains. Now, you're in school, you're in school, you kind of advance to high school. Everyone ignores you. Everybody ignores you because you're a dumbass retard, right? Then you find the internet. Ooh, I can be cool on the internet. you know, you know why you jump into streams? Because you're begging for attention. You're begging for attention. You've been doing that your whole life. That's why you do it. And in order to get a bit of clout, you might donate $5 here, $5 there. I want to hear my name. I want to hear my and this guy's gonna clap his ass. Oh, thank you for the €5 donation, bro. The $5 donation. You're the most awesome person. You will literally pay $5 to hear somebody say you're awesome. You know how pathetic that is, though. Look, you know how pathetic that is. I'm glad there's people like me still living on this earth. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Damn Laura, the retard sat there all day again. Well, now, well, now, I do have to point that out. I mean, you're in here too, right? Now, it's funny because you're the only one in here. Hey, gangster, you're the only one in here. Who's the fucking retard now, bro? Are you looking for some attention? Is that what it is? Are you looking for some attention, bro? Now, check this out, right? You're going through Twitch, you're going through YouTube, and you see a sexy chick. What's the first thing you do? You click on that shit, right? I want to check her out. You know why you do that? You know why you do that? Because you're a fucking pervert. You're a pervert. The only reason why you watch a chick play a game is because you're a fucking pervert. Simple. It's just simple. There is no other explanation. The reason why chicks stream, they do it to tease you. They do it to tease you. I'd rather watch a dude. Dudes are more exciting. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Right? I'm not into men. But I'd rather watch a dude than some half-naked chick being stupid as fuck. Right? Pretending that, oh, this is the first time I played this game. When you clearly know she played this game for the past 5 years straight. That's how stupid these people are. Now, look, I can't explain it, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't have to explain. No, we're not doing that shit, right? I got it. Can I skip that shit? I can probably skip that shit. I don't know. I just think it's a bit weird, man. It's just a bit weird, man. It's very weird. It's very weird. Now, the reason why I'm saying it's very weird, right? You got this one guy, right? And he's bitching about all these streamers making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, whatever. Right? Anyway, dude, if you're making hundreds of thousands, respect to you. I'm not making hundreds of thousands. And I am a little bit jealous. I am a little bit jealous. But you see these streamers, right? You see these streamers, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, right? And they're making lots and lots of money. And then you get some guy saying, look at these fucking bitches scamming their viewers, making 10K an hour, this and that. And they're all begging for views, they're all begging for donations, they're begging for subs, they're begging for this, they're begging for that. And this guy goes on and on and on like, I hate these kind of parasites. And then right at the end of the video, he will say something like this. I do appreciate everybody Now, if you wanna contribute to my stream, you can join me on Patreon. Blah blah blah. Right? Make sure you hit that like button. Now, so he spent a whole hour bitching at streamers, and he does the exact same fucking thing that he's bitching about. He's begging for subs, begging for donations, begging for hearts and emojis and Snapchats and all that. He does the exact fucking same thing. Look, yeah, you want the world to be a better place? Get rid of all the humans. Get rid of all the humans. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what you do it. You want the world to be a better place? Get rid of all the humans, and the world would be beautiful again. It'd be fucking wonderful. It'd be a great place to be. For the ducks and the dinosaurs and the ants and mosquitoes and the elephants and the zebras. You know who fucked up this planet? We did. You want this planet to be great again? Get rid of us. That's it. Get rid of us. And this planet will be a wonderful place. Now, if we have to leave this planet, because we fucked it up, we're going to fuck up the next planet. And we're going to keep on fucking up planets. Now, here's a question. Some people say, now, I'm going off topic here, right? Some people say we live under a dome, right? Now, some people say that. The firmament, some people say we live under a dome, we can't break the dome. Well, if that's the case, how did we go to space? If we can't leave the Earth, how did we walk on the moon? Like one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Here's another question for you, right? There's no internet on the moon, right? There's no phone cable to the moon. How did Nixon ring the astronauts on the moon? Like, explain that shit to me, bro. Look, like, no, but no, no, but listen to that, right? How did the president of the United States of America at the time ring the astronauts that were on the moon? And how did that small little shitty ass spaceship leave the moon and somebody is recording that spacecraft leaving the moon? Did they leave him behind? Because as far as I know, they did not have remote control cameras back in them days, in the 1960s, 70s. Right? They didn't. You had to manually record something. So did they leave somebody up there? Look, we never walked on the moon. America's, Japan, it don't matter, right? The only reason why they claimed to walk on the moon is because they wanted to beat the Russians. They wanted to beat the Russians. And now look where we are today. You got the American president and the Russian president. They're playing tic-tac-toe together. I bet you can't stick your finger up my ass farther than I can stick my finger up your ass. Like, what? Like, now look, Donald Trump is the peace president. How many wars did he start? Here's another question, right? America has been in many wars. Can you remember a war that they won? Because I can't. I can't remember a war that America won. They claim to be the world police, but yet they're starting all the fights. Think about that. Think about that. America, yeah, we're the world police, but they don't want to help nobody, and they don't stop wars. They start wars. Now, I was watching Dana White, the owner of the UFC. I was watching him, right? He has an AK-47, right? He has a knife at the front. The whole AK-47 is made up of dollar bills, and then you see the ammunition, right? You know what? You know what the ammunition is? Oil, heroin, diamonds. I mean, that made me a good point. That made me a good point. I mean, it kind of made a good point. But here, Dana, didn't you scam your fans out of millions? And this is how I know. This is how I know. You cannot trust a fucking human. Now, I was watching a YouTube video, right? This lady jumps into a lake to save a dog. Now, she risks her life to jump into a lake to save a dog. But I seen the full video. I seen the full video. This lady throws the dog into the lake. The dog is struggling, and she's like, and action. He starts recording, and then she jumps into the lake, pretending to save the dog, and then she puts it on YouTube, and everyone's like, "Man, look how brave this lady is. She risked her life to save this poor dog. She put that dog at risk in the first place." That's what humans are. That's what humans are. If you see some man, on YouTube saying, "I'm going to change a homeless man's life. I'm going to buy him a pair of slippers," it's fake. That's a friend of his pretending to be homeless. This is how desperate and retarded people are. And you have to remember that. And YouTube don't give a fuck because they just the same. You know why they just the same? YouTube is run by humans, not run by aliens, not run by tigers, not run by bears. Humans. And what can you do? You can't trust a fucking human. Anyway, gotta go, folks. Y'all stay safe. But listen, right. Do not trust a human. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got that Call of Duty, Call of Duty shit where you got all these cheaters. They get banned extra quick with that ricochet, cheat detector, and they're unbanned within 2 hours. You know why? Because the companies are run by humans. Humans. You cannot trust a human. You can't. If you have $1,000,000 in your wallet, somebody gonna try and take it. It could be a sister, it could be a bro, it could be a best friend, it could be a neighbor. They gonna want to try and take that on you. You cannot trust a freaking human. Anyway, I leave you with that thought. Hey, who is YouTube run by? Humans. Elon Musk, human. Jeffrey Bezos, Bill Gates, humans. They're all humans. They only out to look out for themselves. They don't give a fuck about you. Look, you're a billionaire. I can tear down your empire. Now listen, you're a billionaire. I can tear down your empire. Would you let me survive? Think about it. Would you let me survive? Of course not. You're gonna try and get rid of me real quick, right? Same shit. Same shit. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Peace out.